In life, we are constantly bombarded with messages about what cannot be done. But often, it's not our bodies that limit us, it's our minds. After 60, many believe that strength must fade, that the body is destined to weaken with age. But I'm here to tell you, this is not the truth, it's just a belief. Our muscles, like our minds, respond to intention. They respond to care, movement, and nourishment. Today, I'm offering you not just a message of hope, but a path. A path that doesn't rely on shortcuts or empty promises, but on natural support, a path that aligns with the wisdom of your body. When we think about aging, a common story often emerges, a story that tells us that our best days, our peak strength, and true potential are all behind us once we cross a certain age. Society, culture, and sometimes even our own minds whisper these words to us, saying, "You're too old to build muscle. You can't get stronger now. It's natural to decline." But the reality is far different. Age itself is not a barrier. Our belief in age as a barrier is what holds us back. The human body is incredibly resilient and adaptable. It does not operate on arbitrary limits, it responds to the signals we give it. When you believe you are too old to improve, your mind sends a message to your body that it's time to slow down, to let go. And that creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. However, when you challenge this belief, your body listens differently. It begins to respond, to grow, and to rebuild. The science behind muscle growth after 60 proves this. Older adults can increase muscle mass and strength through proper training and nutrition. The body's capacity to change is alive and well, but the true barrier is not in your muscles or joints, it's in your mindset. Many seniors accept decline not because their bodies cannot improve, but because they've been conditioned to expect less from themselves. This conditioning can stem from well-meaning advice, cultural narratives, or simply the fear of injury. Yet, the greatest harm often comes from these limiting beliefs, not physical limitations. When we release these mental blocks, we open the door to new possibilities, growth that many believe is only reserved for the young. Belief is a powerful force. It shapes behavior, motivates action, and influences outcomes. If you believe you cannot change, you are less likely to try. If you believe growth is impossible, you won't invest the time or effort into movement, nutrition, or supplements. But when you shift your belief to see that change is possible at any age, you unlock your potential. The mind and body then work together in harmony, and this harmony is the foundation for real transformation. Throughout history, countless people have defied conventional age expectations. From athletes in their 70s and 80s to individuals starting new fitness journeys well past retirement. These stories remind us that the timeline of human potential is not fixed. It is fluid, shaped by attitude, effort, and belief. The human spirit, fueled by belief, can push beyond what seems possible on the surface. But changing this belief requires conscious effort. It requires rejecting the limiting stories we tell ourselves and adopting a new narrative, one that sees age as an opportunity for growth, not as a sentence of decline. This shift begins with awareness, recognizing how deeply ingrained these beliefs are and questioning their validity. Then it moves into action, taking small, consistent steps that prove the body can adapt and improve. Every small success becomes evidence that the belief, "I am too old," is false. Whether it's lifting a heavier weight, feeling more energetic after a walk, or simply waking up with less stiffness, these moments build a new foundation of belief. Over time, this foundation strengthens and the mind grows more confident in the body's ability to change. The concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, plays a role here as well. Just as muscles respond to physical training, the brain responds to new beliefs and experiences. Repeatedly telling yourself, "I am capable," "I am strong," "I can improve," helps form new neuropathways that support positive action and resilience. The mind, therefore, is not a fixed entity but a dynamic partner in physical transformation. Moreover, belief influences not just motivation but also how the body regulates hormones and repairs tissue. Positive mindset and reduced stress create an internal environment that supports healing and growth. When the mind is calm and confident, the body produces more of the hormones necessary for muscle repair and growth, like growth hormone and testosterone, even in older adults. At the same time, understanding the difference between age and limitation helps set realistic expectations. Belief does not mean denying the natural changes that come with time. Instead, it means recognizing those changes while refusing to let them define what is possible. It's about working with the body's current state, nourishing it properly, and giving it the right kind of stimulus to thrive. This belief also fosters patience and persistence. Growth after 60 may not be as rapid as in youth, but it is still meaningful and valuable. With consistent effort and belief, progress is steady. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory against the notion that age is a stopping point. This belief creates empowerment. When seniors embrace the idea that age is not a barrier, they take control of their health and vitality. They become active participants in their well-being, not passive observers. This empowerment leads to improved quality of life, greater independence, and renewed purpose. Many people assume that after 60, muscle growth is no longer possible, that the body has passed its prime, and any attempt to build or rebuild muscle is futile. This misconception stems from the natural aging process, where muscle mass tends to decrease. But science and real-world experience have shown that muscle growth after 60 is absolutely achievable, provided you adopt the right approach. The right approach respects the unique needs of the aging body while embracing its remarkable ability to adapt and strengthen. 3 main pillars support this: resistance training, proper nutrition, and adequate recovery. Resistance training is the cornerstone because it provides the necessary stimulus for muscle fibers to grow. This can include weightlifting, bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, or functional movements that challenge the muscles. The key is consistent progression. Unlike in younger years, older adults need to focus more on form and technique to avoid injury. The approach should prioritize controlled, deliberate movements rather than rushing through exercises. This focus enhances muscle activation, ensuring that targeted muscles are effectively engaged. Incorporating balance and flexibility alongside strength training maintains mobility and reduces the risk of falls, essential for an active lifestyle. Nutrition plays a vital role too. Protein intake becomes particularly important as older muscles respond best to adequate amino acids. Seniors may need higher protein per meal than younger adults to stimulate muscle protein synthesis effectively. Foods like lean meats, dairy, legumes, or supplements rich in amino acids such as leucine can be beneficial. Hydration and nutrient balance, including vitamins D and B12, also support muscle function and recovery. Recovery becomes even more important as we age. Muscle repair happens during rest, not during the workout itself. Older adults typically need longer recovery periods to allow muscles, tendons, and joints to heal. Overtraining can lead to setbacks, so listening to the body is crucial. Rest days, gentle stretching, and activities like yoga or Tai Chi can aid recovery and maintain flexibility. Beyond physical training and nutrition, mindset and consistency are key factors in muscle growth after 60. Progress may be slower compared to younger years, but the body is still capable of remarkable change. Patience and dedication to a regular routine will pay off. Every milestone, no matter how small, reinforces motivation and creates a positive cycle of growth. In addition to traditional resistance training, natural supplements can support muscle health. Omega-3s, creatine, protein supplements, turmeric, and ginger are examples of supplements that help with recovery, inflammation reduction, and muscle repair. They work best when paired with exercise and nutrition, not as replacements. When approached with patience, consistency, and mindfulness, muscle growth after 60 is not only possible but sustainable. It's not about extreme workouts or lifting the heaviest weights, it's about integrating movement into daily life, making it a regular practice that supports health, vitality, and independence.